What's going on, guys? Raiden here, and today we got a game of Domination on Subbase. I know it's been a while since you heard my sexy voice, but been pretty busy lately as far as editing goes, so I apologize that I haven't been up to par with uploading commentaries every few days or a couple a week. But I've had a few projects I've been working on lately. I've finished them all now, but first thing was my mini-taj. I was working on that, and once I started, I didn't really want to stop till I finished, so that took me 2 or 3 nights to finish, and we had a clan match that we won, and I had to make a highlight video for dessert so we could post it on the clan page. And finally, the new fun-taj I just posted, the second clan fun-taj, I was working on that, so I haven't really had much time to commentate any games for you guys, and I apologize for that. But I'm commentating this one now, and I'll be commentating more at a more rapid pace because I don't really have anything to work on now. As I'm recording this commentary, it's about 2:30 in the morning, Thursday morning, the 24th, and it is actually my birthday today, so pretty happy about that. Hopefully this weekend goes well since it's my birthday. I don't want things to suck. But I'm 19, and sure as hell doesn't feel like it, but I guess time flies, so. Some good news about my birthday. My dad is throwing a Texas Hold'em party for me tomorrow night, and there's a $10 buy-in for anybody who plays, and word is that there's about 8 or 9 people who plan on playing, and all the money that goes into the buy-in, regardless of whether I win or lose, goes to me as a birthday gift. And what I'm going to do with that money is buy a blue snowball mic to record commentaries on. If you don't know what the blue snowball is, it is a USB mic for computers that was specifically made for recording. And the Turtle Beaches work pretty well, but I want something that was specifically made for recording and not chatting. So I'm going to use my money to buy a blue snowball mic for you guys. I've said in the past that anything that will give you guys better quality videos, I'm going to try and make happen. So hopefully the blue snowball mic will give me better quality on the audio from the commentary. And plus I have more uses for it than just recording commentary, so hopefully I'll be able to get that either this weekend or sometime early next week. I looked online at Fry's electronics store, and they're about $80. So there's a Fry's here in Dallas where I'm at the moment, and hopefully I'll be able to make a trip over there and get a blue snowball soon. But now that that's out of the way, I'm running the TAR-21 with Scavenger, Stopping Power Ninja. Pretty much the setup I run all the time unless I'm playing Search. I really like the TAR-21. Back when this game first came out, it was my favorite gun, and everybody started using it, and I kind of went down the path of other guns just to try and experiment, but I've started using the TAR again lately, and it's really pretty much brought back an old flame, and I guess I'm dating the TAR, it sounds like, I don't know. But I just really like the gun, so. And my kill streaks, I'm running 357, UAV, Predator, and Harrier. The MLG kill streak setup, of course. For some reason, I just do really well with this kill streak setup. I don't know what it is. I think I've come to realize that when you have lower kill streaks, there's not as much pressure on you to get those kill streaks, and that kind of makes you play a little bit better. Because when I'm running 579, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me to get those kill streaks, to get to that first 5, because if you can get to the Predator missile, you can probably get to the Pavlo. But there's usually a lot of pressure on me to get straight to 5, and I overthink things, and I think too much, and I just end up making stupid mistakes. But 357 is just really a relaxed kill streak setup, and I think that I do better with this than any other setup, and this also shows that I can get kills with guns rather than kill streaks. Because when you run 357, you usually don't get many kills with your air support, especially nowadays when people are shooting down air support as soon as they show up. And Subbase is one of those maps where, at least for me, And right here, I get killed by a guy camping with his butt buddy on painkiller. But
not moving.
Subbase is one of those maps where you either do really well or you do awful. And Subbase can be a tricky map to learn how to play in a good way, but what you want to try and do is get B as early as possible, because, for instance, right now, if they have A and B, they're going to spawn in this room I'm in right now, the little control room down there. They're going to spawn in there, or they're going to spawn in the tunnel, if they have A and B. The reason why that's a bad thing is because if you're going for B, if you're trying to hop on B, they're going to keep spawning in those two places, and they have really easy access to B. They can nade it, they can launch new tubes at it, RPGs, or they can just rush up and, you know, kill you while you're on B.
You don't jump on B with me right now.
That's one of the bad things about this map, is B is so open. Now, you know, there's no tricks for you to cap it. You have to sit right on the flag, and it's really open, which can be really frustrating if you're playing a good team who knows how to set up. Which in this case, this team we were playing weren't very good, but they have C and B. They're going to spawn in those trenches across from where I'm at right now. They're going to spawn in those little trenches, or to the far left by where those little red tanks are. The little red things come out of the ground, the fuel tanks, whatever. That also has really access to B, really easy access, excuse me. So if you have really bad people on your team, or you're playing people who know how to set up, this map can be really frustrating. I think the best strategy for this map is to have one person cap the first flag at the start of the game, have a couple people rush through the middle, and one person on the right and left side, and immediately try and set up for B. Because once you get 2 flags in this map, you're pretty much set for the rest of the game. It's really hard for the other team to get B because you're spawning really close to it. In this case, the randoms on our teams are trying to 3-cap, and that's why we don't know where they're spawning, so they get B without us realizing it. So what I do in this game, and what I think is the best thing to do on this map, is try and stick to the upper portions of either side. Mainly because I think it's the safest place to be. You definitely don't want to be in the middle, because of what I said earlier. They're spawning right there. And I think up top is just the best place to pick people off from a distance. One thing you want to do though is try and stick, if you're gonna be up top above their spawn, try and stick to the center of the map, because they're gonna start spawning behind you in the back of where the actual flags are. And if you're up top and you have your back turned, it's gonna suck. You're gonna get shot in the back a lot if you're towards the back of the center. I know that's kind of a contradictory statement there, but you'll see here I'm sticking to the center of the map when I'm up top. That's kind of what you want to do if you want to pick people off and play a safe game. One thing I wanted to ask you guys about though is what kind of gameplays you would want to see. For example, I got a 49-7 game today on Afghan with the AUG H-bar. Normally I wouldn't post that kind of game if I was using something like a TAR or a SCAR, ACR, anything like that. I probably wouldn't post with that kind of score, but it was the AUG H-bar, and I think that's a lot more enjoyable to watch because that weapon isn't really used all the time. So my question to you guys is, would you rather see a game where I get a beast KD, like for example this game I go 42-2, I know it's a spoiler, but sue me. I go 42-2 in this game. Would you guys rather see games like that where I get a really good KD, or would you guys rather see games that might not be as high of a KD but are entertaining to watch because the weapon I'm using isn't very common? Let me know, because I'd really like to post that AUG game, just because it was a really enjoyable game, and I think that it was a pretty good score for the weapon I was using. So let me know, because I definitely like to play more with lesser used weapons, and whether or not I get a good KD or not. And I'm not going to post a game where I don't get a good KD. I'm not going to post a game where I get double-digit deaths. You guys don't have to worry about that. My main question to you guys is, would you mind if the game I posted wasn't like a 20-1 KD? Another question I had for you guys was concerning the GB commentaries. I posted a couple of those. The first one was a dual commentary. The second one was a triple. I apologize for the quality of the voices on the triple commentary, but we had to record that over PSN, the PSN voice chat. So it made the voices sound like we all had lisps. which was really annoying to watch and listen to, because I was even listening to it. I'm like, man, that's frustrating to listen to. So one thing I noticed though is that the GB commentaries don't really get as many views as the commentaries I do by myself, or the pub commentaries. So if you guys don't want to see those, or don't really want to watch them, let me know and I just won't post them anymore, because I don't want to waste my time on something you guys don't want to watch. But the reason I like posting those is because the commentary in the game in general is more based on strategy and teamwork rather than spawn killing like you would in pub games. So if you guys don't want to see those, let me know. Or if you do want to see them, let me know. Anyway, guys, it's the end of the game. My final score is 42-2, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Later.